It is the DVE Morning Show, and for the past 2 years, we've had an absolute blast here with a full house of characters. But unfortunately, today is the last day for one of them, and we sadly bid adieu, but not goodbye. But I guess that's the same thing. But we're saying
It depends on whether you're European or not.
so long for now to our friend Scott Paulsen.
I'm leaving the show as of today, and usually you don't get to say goodbye. On radio is a weird thing. You just disappear. Most of the time, you disappear, and you don't get to explain why or where you went or what happened. And then people, they start talking about it, and there's rumors that fly around that you were a weirdo and you were on drugs and you were hard to work with. And I just wanted to say that I am a weirdo and I'm on drugs and I'm pretty hard to work with. Let's get that open and out in the open.
But that's not why.
Not why I'm leaving. Fortunately, I have two friends that work here, Randy Bauman and my friend Brian Price, who campaigned to get me back on this show because the people that run the place here are, well, you know how they are, and they had to campaign, so they got me back on the show, and it was fun, and I had a really good time over the past 2 years. And I came back not just because I liked the show and had a real good time doing it, but because I needed the money, and I'll tell you why. I am a woman. I mean, not biologically,
right.
I'm not physiologically a woman, but I've always felt as though I was a woman. So I'm going to do something about that now, and I'm going to go away, and I'm going to have these treatments, and they cost money, and I needed medical coverage for that, so I came back for that. So I'm going to leave today, and if and when I come back, it will be as a woman. Because it's going to take somewhere between 14 and 18 months to get this completed.
And we all support Scott.
Yeah,
That's important to know.
So I wanted to get that out in the open so that people know there wasn't a problem here, and et cetera, et cetera. And my wife is all in favor of it, and I'm in favor of it. And the great thing is that I'm going to be 55 this year, and that means I will come back as a postmenopausal woman, so I won't have to deal with any of it.
That's
other
an advantage.
stuff. It is, and so I won't be on the show for a while. And if you hear about that and somebody starts telling you some other reason why, please straighten them out and let them know that it's only because I wanted to become a woman, and that is the true reason. So thank you very much, and continue, if you would, listening to these 5 fine people that put the show together every day. It's a great show. It's a lot of fun to do, and I will continue to be in touch, although not vocally, because it'll take some change and some time for my new vocals to appear. And my only question to you guys is, and I mean, we've all talked about this before, but name-wise.
Polly.
I was thinking
Polly
Millie.
Paulsen.
I like Millie because I like that next door neighbor on the Dick Van Dyke Show. I thought she was perky, and I don't know. I'm kind of modeling myself after her ideas. Because keep in mind, middle-aged woman, older woman.
Roxy.
I'd go with one of those that can go either way, like Pat or
Yeah, but
Jan.
see, there's been a Pat Paulsen. What's the other one?
Jan.
Jan might go. Jan might
Jan.
work. Jan might work. But that's kind of a younger. I would rather go. I'm a 19th century sort of name, Millicent, that sort of thing. I don't know. It's still up in the air. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is. The point is, I'm not going to be on the show. Joan! I'm not going to be on the show for a while, and when I do return, it will be as a woman. So thank you very much for sticking in there with me, and thank you for listening to the show, and certainly thank you to these guys in the room who have been so much fun to work with.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to play that.
Come on!
I was gonna say it kind of goes against what I thought you were. When we talked, you kind of said that you were going to be out on the farm and working out, and I was kind of hoping
Well, that's the way to put it.
that you would maybe like host like a summer camp for adults. Like a man camp. Teach us
Bill
how to
be
like
a
live
man.
off the land. I
Oh,
was
trust
hoping
me,
how to shoe a
I
horse.
will be the greatest lesbian that has ever. Well,
Is it the
perhaps
Super
other
Bowl?
than
Is
Martina
that-
Navratilova, but
She is a great
she's
lesbian.
she is a great
She
lesbian.
represents
As we
well.
said before, I do drive a Subaru, so that's going to be that is going to be the next step. And
Won't need a car.
And now that President Obama has put together a medical plan where everybody can afford to do whatever they want, this is what I'm choosing to do. And it has nothing to do with the show being good, bad, otherwise. It's just that I am a woman.
I'm glad we could be with you on this journey.
I just want to let you know
Oh,
that
I support
there
you.
is a Kickstarter page to help Scott pay for this. Because that Adam's apple shaving surgery is expensive.
My wife just texted that she likes Lillian.
Lillian.
Oh,
Lillian.
that's very pretty.
Oh, that's
Lillian
beautiful.
Paulsen.
Lillian is nice. That way, like when I get rowdy, I could be Lil.
Yeah.
Knocking back a couple of shots with Lil.
Old
Watch
Lil.
your mouth, Lil.
Yeah, I like that.
Don't start a fighting here, Lil. Pull your skirt down, Lil. I mean, up
Well,
or down.
I think rappers have kind of
Oh, I'm going to be a slut.
ruined
I am going
Lil.
to be a slut. I'll let you know right now.
Rappers have ruined Lil.
Lil. Oh, yeah, Lil.
Lil.
Yeah, that's
'Cause now it's
little,
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Because then you're going to be like Lil Paulsen, and people think you're
Yeah.
going to come out and do.
Right, you're coming out with a rap album.
Lil Paul.
But yeah, usually you just on radio you just disappear. Nobody says anything about it. And I have had actually.
This is probably why.
I've never been fired, but I certainly have had radio stations just disappear underneath me. So this time I wanted to make sure that people knew why I was leaving, and
you.
it's because
Going to be a woman.
I already am, but physically I'm going to become, and it's going to take some time. So I'll be in touch.
Well, yes, we'll be bothering you as much as possible to get you back on the air as much as possible throughout your procedures, and wish you nothing but the best. And I know everybody thinks the same way, man. It's been a pure joy, a total honor to work with
Privilege.
you, man.
Thanks.
And look forward to the
Privilege.
next time
That's
we
a good
work
word.
together.
Yeah, thanks.
Right on.
Thanks.
All right, now let's eat that Bethel cake. That's some good
Oh
stuff,
God!
man.
How about this cake they put together? We'll put a photo of this up on the web for you. Once again, hit it out of the park, Bethel Bakery. They go to Bethel Bakery, say, "Well, Scott's leaving, and he's going to go out on the farm and be a woman, and we want you to make a cake," which is not a request you get every day. And they made this farm cake. It looks like a farm. It's got a tractor on it doing the plowing, so to speak. And well, you can imagine that yourself. And then go to the website today. We'll put a
There's
photo
some
of it.
balloons with your favorite characters.
With
Goodell,
and
Kim
there's
Jong-un,
some sandpaper condoms. And thank you.
All kinds
I
of stuff.
appreciate that.
Greg Allman.
All right.
All right.